I would like to talk about this day because it has been a roller coaster and it has also been one really educational day for me. So I really want to share it, and I am a little scared because it's gonna be kind of personal, but at the same time, I think I need to share it. So today was my day off. I've been working for 10 days, so I was really happy for this day, and I hadn't really had anything planned, but I wanted to do a lot of stuff and especially take walks with the horses and just enjoy the weather. So I woke up early and I went out with the horses and I got really excited to do stuff. And Vida and Anam was at the gate. So I thought that I would take Vida out for a walk, which I did. And we went to a field that is really close to the stable. And I thought I would let her run off her steam a little bit. I had a long line, so she could, she had a space to run. The thing was, though, that she's a very strong horse, and I lost the grip on the rope, and she ran home. And as I said, the field is really close to home, so she didn't run that far. But it was still a really difficult experience for me because it was because I didn't have control. And I just saw my horse run away from me over the road that we have in the village and just run straight home without stopping or really listening to me screaming. um, so I ran as fast as I could, but my body wasn't working really. So I felt like I was running in water, and I kind of couldn't breathe. It was really hard. Then I came up to the stable and she was there and she was greeting horses in an added pasture, and there were a lot of screaming and noises, and so I got worried of that, and I just started yelling and went like, stop, stop, get away from her, and all that, just because I didn't want any injuries, or anything like that. uh, and nothing really happened. But Vida was really caught up, kind of panicky, and was really high in energy, didn't really notice me, didn't really listen to me. And I was all caught up in this chaos that happened inside of me, this panic and this frustration and this loss of control, and my body kind of failing me. So I just took her out in her pasture and just walked away from her and the herd, and walked to another place in the pasture and just lay down and trying to calm my breath. But I kind of couldn't because it really hurt in my throat. And I cried and I was hyperventilating, and it was really hard because it felt like I couldn't breathe, and it really hurt in my throat. So I wanted to cry because it hurt so much physically also. And I lay there for 10 to 15 minutes. I had Kira, one of my cats, as company. Uh, and when my breath had calmed down a lot, I I decided to walk to the herd and mm, yeah, meet the horses. And I made a decision between going inside and just lay down in bed and kind of forget everything that happened and forget all this um, hard feelings. But at the same time, I know that I needed to face them, because it has been a difficult weeks lately. A lot have come up, a lot of things that I have needed to go through, and things that keep on attacking me that I need to, yeah, just go through. So it has been kind of hard weeks. And I stood up between going inside and forgetting it all, or meeting the horses and go through all these emotions. So I I went to the horses and I went through the emotions that I had. I sat on a stone a bit far away from the horses, and Vida came straight to me as soon as she saw me, and greeted me. Actually, knocked me. So my nose did a cracking noise, but then she stood near me, and I just tried to feel what come up, and how how I reacted to that, and just let the reaction come without trying to understand it, without trying to make it smaller or larger, just accepting it as it is. And I cried a lot. And then I was sitting there in the stone, and one of the horses, I think it was this horse, but it kind of was all in general, they were like standing in the middle of us, because they were standing in a square shape. So I stood in the middle, and they were just like, you just have to stand here and accept our love. And it was so difficult, because I felt the barrier that I have, this field, no, not field, shield I have put up, and I just put it down. It was really hard, especially around my heart. But once it was down and I have shaken it off, they just loved me in that moment and just send their love. And I can't say it went better, but it hurt less, at least. And after that, I went to Anam and sat with her, and Gray came and greeted me a little, and I just hang around with them. And then I felt like, okay, should I do something to the horses? Should I not do anything? And here's the thing, it was a beautiful weather outside, and I felt like I should do something with the horses, because it's so beautiful outside, and I need to do something with them. And why am I not strong enough to be able to go through these emotions and then do things that I want to do? But I was so exhausted and so tired, and I wasn't at all with them in that moment. It felt like I just left my body. So I went in and ate something, and then I went to sleep for a little bit. And I think that was the best thing that I could do, and a huge lesson for me, because I'm a person that never really listens to my body and never really listens to when it needs to rest. I swear it's not me, it's an and so resting for me is really hard because I feel like I'm wasting time and I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I have all these things that I should do, so why am I just a lazy thing to just sit here or lay here and doing nothing? But I needed that apparently. And then the day went on and did a lot of stuff in the pasture, and I get to enjoy the nice weather. And then I was gonna do something with Anam, but she is lame again. I think it's an abscess. I hope it's an abscess. But when I saw that, I felt like, oh, please, just why? And I just wanted to cry, and I just wanted to lay down and be like, can't it just stop? I don't want to feel these emotions anymore. I just want to feel happy and positive and just living on a rainbow, and where nothing gets you down. So I contacted the vet, and they will be with. Thank you, Anna, for giving us such beautiful noise. No, I called the vet, and they will be here tomorrow. So I was still a little bit down, and kind of not exhausted, but kind of exhausted from this the early experience in the day. But then I decided, no, I should take a walk with Gray, mostly because he's kind of fat and he needs the exercise. So when I went on a walk with him, and I got this thought that this day was just crap. I mean, you can't turn this day. This day is just horrible. But I went on a walk with him, and it was fantastic. Just look here. Are you sleeping, honey bun? Yes, you are. Are you tired too? This is just a side note. Ever since I started this video and started to share this, they have slowed down, and Gray has started to, sleep. I don't know if it's just a constant heat. I don't know if this is just happening because they are inside and want to sleep, but I feel like it has something to do with me sharing this and going through everything again. But I went on a walk with him, and he was so full of energy, but at the same time really listened to me, or being attentive to me at least. And we just run around the forest and kind of got all crazy and run on that field, and I laughed and I just smiled, and I had a really great time. And Gray being like this is something that kind of never happens. But in the last days, he has been full of energy and wanting to be on a walk with me, and just wanting to run around and show off and show off all his trot and canter, and it's a whole different horse. And I don't exactly know what it's about, but the two things that is different is that he gets new minerals, and he shared a trauma with me the other day, and after that he was like a completely new horse. And we went back to the stable after our walk, and then I fixed Vida and just wanted to spend some time with her. That wasn't bad because I had just left her this morning in the pasture. I didn't want to be with her or deal with her. I just wanted to be with myself. So I fixed her hooves a little bit, and she wasn't at all enjoying that. She stood still a little bit, but she just went around and was just really tired of me being there. But after fixing her hooves, I took a seat beside her and asked her what happened this morning. Why did you run away from me, and why what did go wrong this morning? And she answered that I wasn't in the right frequency. And it really was that easy, because I felt I kind of had a nightmare this night. So I woke up feeling this hangover from this nightmare. And I had this bad feeling inside of me, but I wanted to ignore it because that usually is the best way, right? So we wasn't going from a great start. So she was like, we weren't in the right frequency, and the right frequency doesn't have to, or when you are in the right frequency, you don't have to be scared. You don't have to fear that something will happen, or that someone will get hurt. When we move in the right frequency, we are connected. And that is also something, just a side note, I usually fear when it goes fast, because then I know that I can lose control of the moment. And her answer to that was, if we are in the same frequency, it doesn't matter if it's slow or if it's fast. If we are in the same frequency, we are connected, and we won't be scared of that. So yeah, I will kind of work with that then. And yeah, we talked a little bit more, and it felt great, actually, to just go through what happened and not blame it on me. Well, I won't say it's my fault, but I caused it. But not blame it on me for being stupid, or for being dumb, or for being irresponsible, or anything like that. Because that was not the case. The case was that I was not in the right headspace, and I should have taken my responsibility to notice that and done something, act on that instead of ignoring it. So I just wanted to share this day because it was so educational for me. And yeah, I think we need to share this kind of day because it started out so bad and it just got worse, or went worse. But then it ended with me actually feeling that, feeling grateful for this day. So yeah, and I also got so excited to share this space that horses have for me with other people. So I'm so excited about my meditation that I'm gonna do, and I hope a lot of people want to come. Perhaps not a lot of people, but some at least, because I have asked the horses for meditations and practices that they want to us to do, and I have done a few of them, and they are really deep, but also very helping. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really excited because we are all learning from each other, and um, yeah. I'm really grateful for this day. I really am. Great. Are you feeling great? I'm gonna end this video now. I have talked for 20 minutes, soon 21, and I don't want to hold up your time anymore. I just wanted to share it and say that sharing is freaking amazing, actually. So, bye.